Here is how a woman can seduce a man without speaking a word. Number 1. A woman can seduce a man without speaking a word through a smile. Studies have shown that the mere presence of a woman can be enough to make a man believe she is interested in him. A smile is one of the most powerful ways to seduce men, and it can also be used as a conversation starter. Number 2. A woman can seduce a man without speaking a word through the use of her body language. Body language is one of the most important aspects of seduction. It is so crucial that it can make or break a successful mating. Opportunities like these only come once in a lifetime, and every woman should know how to use her body language to her advantage. A woman can seduce a man without speaking a word through the use of her body language. A study from the University of Guelph found that when men are interacting with women, they pay more attention to a woman's posture and hand gestures than their facial expressions. Number 3. In order to seduce a man without speaking a word, a woman needs to be confident and sexy. In order to seduce a man without speaking a word, a woman needs to be confident and sexy. A woman needs to walk with purpose, speak in an alluring voice, and behave in ways that make them the center of attention. They also need to exude an aura of sexiness, because it sends the message that they desire. Number 4. In order for a woman to seduce a man without speaking a word, she needs to make eye contact. It's the power of eye contact that can help seduce a man. Women who make eye contact with men are more likely to be picked up by them, compared to women who avoid eye contact. It helps to look like a confident woman, and it also helps if you're wearing something that is enticing and flattering. Looking into someone's eyes is a powerful way to send subtle messages. A woman can use this knowledge to seduce men without saying anything at all. In order to do so, she needs to make eye contact with the man and appear more confident than she actually feels. Number 5. Wearing something revealing is one way a woman can seduce a man without speaking a word. It's a common misconception that all seduction is verbal, but that's not true. A woman can seduce a man by wearing something revealing and giving him a lot of eye contact. Wearing revealing clothes sends out signals to men about what she wants them to do. In some cases, this can even lead to sexual harassment at work. Number 6. In order for a woman to seduce a man without speaking a word, she needs to touch him often. In order to seduce a man without speaking a word, a woman will have to rely on her body language and touch. This can be accomplished by touching his arm, shoulders and back in small, but frequent intervals throughout the day. If she wants to seduce him, she should hold his hand when walking and stand close to him when talking. In order to have an effective seduction, she must initiate the physical contact, first thing in the evening and throughout the night. Number 7. If she makes eye contact while talking to him, it is how a woman can seduce a man without speaking a word. When a woman looks at a man while she talks to him, it can be seen as flirting. If this happens repeatedly, the man will start to feel attracted to her and pay attention to her. There are various ways that she can use eye contact in order to seduce him without talking. A woman can elicit a man's interest and attraction in a crowded room simply by making eye contact. This is because the subconscious mind associates eye contact with intimacy. So when you make it, you're already triggering his sexual interest. Number 8. When she talks about his interests, a woman can seduce a man without speaking a word. Women have been using their verbal skills for ages to get what they want. They can actually seduce someone without speaking a word by talking about their interests. A woman's voice has a way of drawing the listener into her tale, enticing them to listen, and ultimately fall under her spell. Women have been using their subtle body language for ages to get what they want. From the time a man is born, he is being taught to see the world through his eyes and his perspective. When a woman talks about the man's interests, she can seduce him without speaking a word. Number 9. When she talks about something personal, a woman can seduce a man without speaking a word. Women have a most powerful weapon in their arsenal, which is the ability to seduce a man without speaking a word. They can use body language and expressions to send subtle messages that are hard for men to resist. When a woman talks about something personal, she can often seduce a man without uttering a single word. Research from the field of body language show that it's not only possible, but also very effective. Number 10. When she keeps the conversation light, a woman can seduce a man without speaking a word. Conversation is a key element to seduction. Men want to talk about things like sports, cars, or anything that are not related to sex. Women, on the other hand, want to talk about how they feel and their feelings in general. This is where conversation comes into play. Women can keep the conversation light and pay attention to what men are saying without ever speaking a word. In a world where women are encouraged not to speak too much, it's becoming easier to seduce men without speaking. How? By learning how to make small talk in woman-friendly environment and win the man of your dreams.